Hello and welcome. In this video I'm going to introduce to you a new parameter in the material posting production area of the Beas configuration wizard. We're also going to check how the system validates the rules of this parameter in the desktop solution and the web apps. With the maximum and minimum in percent values of the exceeding of plant quantity allowed parameter, you can set the permitted over or undershoot of work order plant quantity. Let's see some examples. In our first scenario, we have an operator on the shop floor who we decide should not be allowed to report zero issued quantity in the system. The operator creates a partial time receipt reporting 2 units. In lines 2 and 3, the operator reported 2 units, but for the first line he reported 0. When clicking on Issue, the system returns an error. The operator is not allowed to report zero issued quantity. How is this set up? You can set the value of the minimum in percent parameter in the configuration wizard to 0, 10, 30 or any percent up to 100. If you set 0, you're validating quantities against plant quantity, and in case of 100, the system does not check quantities. If you set 50%, for example, the operator will not be allowed to report quantity less than 1 unit. But because he reported 0, the system does not give validation for booking. In our second scenario, we're going to check how the other parameter value, maximum in percent, works in the web app work order time receipt. Let's start by setting up the scenario. In the configuration wizard, we set 30% as maximum overshoot of plant quantity. Now the operator is reporting 5 units. Then he is trying to report 20 units of the first raw material, whereas the required quantity is only 5. When pressing Save, the system returns an error and blocks the operator from proceeding with the time receipt, as this is more than the 30% defined in the configuration wizard. Please note that this validation is not available in the work order goods issue web app. Please also note that in collective material issue, the quantities are based on total plant quantity. To see which other Beas windows use this parameter by calculating based on total quantity and which functions supported based on receipt quantity, see our new documentation. The minimum and maximum in percent parameter values can be set up and can work together, for example maximum 30 and minimum 50%. In this respect, it is possible to set the maximum overshoot and minimum undershoot of planned work order quantity simultaneously with this parameter. For a list of which desktop functions and web apps apply the 2 parameter values, visit our new 2022.02 documentation page. Thank you very much for your attention.